Hi everyone, Fatbirdfinds here. This is Laura and welcome back to Fatbirdfinds Crafting. If you have been here with us before, welcome back. As always, we have a wonderful little crew here. And if this is your first time, you're going to want to come back again and again because there's some awesome people that love to get together and chat and craft. Um, and you're just welcome to be here with us. So glad to see everybody. Debbie K, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Hopefully I have the commercial thing turned off tonight correctly. Hi Helen. Hi Nettie. Welcome in everybody. So we'll get right to it and we'll chat afterwards. Okay, you guys chat amongst yourselves. Hi Diane. But I'll go right into our little project for the night and we'll do that first and then we'll chat later. How's that? Hi Dawn. How you doing? So, as you guys probably know, you can make a journal out of almost anything. And Christy Tippy Winks Vintage sent me this little tutorial that she watched about making a journal from an old greeting card. And so, hey, Michelle, thank you so much. Yes, there's a new video out tonight, you guys. Me at an estate sale. And with a haul afterwards and everything. So you guys are going to want to tune in and watch that. There's some really cool vintage crafty kind of items. Oh, Helen, you're so sweet. I did get it done today. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, Karen Williams. Um, so yes, on the regular Fatbird Finds, yeah, on the regular Fatbird Finds channel, I put out a video. So I'm trying to do better, y'all. Trying to do better. Um, so it's fun. It's a big estate sale video with a haul afterwards. And like I said, you can email me if there's anything, some things in there that you're interested in, because there's some crafty, fun kind of items at the end in the haul. So yeah, check that out. Helen always gets brownie points. What do you mean? Okay, so tonight that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a journal out of a greeting card, and it's probably for you pros out there. This is an easy little project, but it's still fun to think about and just a fun way to use these cute, adorable greeting cards. You have no idea. For instance, happy birthday, sis. You know, that's not always something that you can send someone as an actual greeting card, but it would be so cute because as a journal, it's just a cute little, memento, and it doesn't have to fit the message on the card doesn't have to make any difference, is what I'm trying to say. It's just making a cute journal out of an old greeting card. And it's cute to they even have the writing and stuff in them, but you can do it with blank cards as well. They don't have to be vintage. They can be, just cards that you get in the mail or cards that you can just buy at a craft store or whatever. Michael's always has like a box of cards that's so cute, and you think, gosh, I don't really send cards. What am I going to do with these? Well, you can make some journals, especially if you have like a craft fair or you're going to like do gifts or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around so we can do this little project together. And then I'll turn you back around and we'll chat at the end. How's that? All right, so here we go. And okay, I'm just going to turn you over and it will just take 1 second. There we go. Okay, let me make sure that you can see what you need to see here. Okay. We'll get a little closer. How's that? Karen says, I've saved all the card toppers I got with live sale purchases. That's awesome. And it's just fun. It's just a fun way to use them and feel like that, they're doing something besides sitting in a drawer. You could just use them every day, you know, for your grocery lists and stuff like that. You could pull that out and people will be like, oh my God, that's so cute. Right? So you can make them out of any sort of cards, but like, it wouldn't it be cute just to have an assortment of little journals? You can just make them ahead of time and then put them with a gift. It would be so cute. Like wouldn't it be cute to give instead of just a card, give someone a little personalized little journal as their card? So like, yeah, this has got a cute little bunny, and I love this one with the little puppy dogs on the inside. Isn't that cute? Is it? Is it what, Angela? Hi, Angela. Is it what? I don't even remember what I said now. Okay, let's see. So here's my idea on this one. Like, I've seen ideas where you can make, if you've got a whole set of cards, you can make the cover of the journal out of two envelopes. But most of us, like if we have these old vintage ones, you either don't have the envelope or you certainly don't have two envelopes just alike. So we're going to go with this one. Oh, is it cute? It is cute. Angela, are you messing with me? Okay. So, and I had an idea. I thought on this one, if you open this up, this is the way this card is made. This particular card is made like this. So it folds like this. But I want to cut this apart and then glue around these edges and leave the top open, and it can be like a pocket that you can put things in. Like if you're gifting something, you could put a little gift in there, a gift card. It gets in trouble. Okay, so let me I'm gonna step away for just a second, and then this is how this looks this way. But it's too cute. I want to save the inside. And so let me just cut this. I better cut it with my trimmer real quick so that it's nice and straight. So I'm just gonna turn around. Sorry, I don't have enough room on my desk to do this on the camera. But all I'm doing is just cutting. Yeah, oh yes, that's so much better. I would never have gotten it this straight. Okay, so now it's super straight. See? So we did real good. All right, so now we are going to put it back the way it was, this way, but I'm going to glue all around the edges. So, let's see here. I think you guys are going to want to just like go right away to your stash and make one of these when you see how cute this turns out. And then down the middle, it's not going to matter because we're going to sew it. So we're going to sew it together down the middle. So that will help make the pocket. Again, don't forget, you don't want to go too far up with the glue. I mean, too far out in the middle with the glue. That ought to do it though. So let's put it back together carefully here. And you got just a minute to play with it and get it back in there exactly right. Okay. All right. So smooth it down. If you have to trim it a little, that's fine. You're not going to hurt anything. There's no actual, size requirements here. It's all, you're just going to eyeball it anyway. So when you glue it back together, it's going to be hard to get it perfect. Here, you can move it. See, we can still move it a little bit. Did you see that? Did you see how we scooched it a little bit? It still is moving just a tiny bit. It's about to dry on us, which is good. Okay, so we got the scallops pretty good. And then this little bit's not going to bother me, but if it bothers you, see this little tiny sliver? If that bothers you, you go ahead and trim that right off. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it. Okay. Oh my gosh, this kitten is so cute. He looks like Asher, Karen. This looks like Asher. Okay. So now we've got this open at the top. And once we sew it, we're going to end up with 2 pockets. So I think that is so cute. Okay. So yeah, so then the next part is easy, and this is kind of the fun part. You're going to just I think my ruler is in the other room, but you're just going to measure across here. And I measured, I think it's right under 9 inches long ways like this. And then I think this is like 6. So anyway, you're going to measure your width and your height, and you're going to cut your different little junk journal type pages, and we're going to sew them in. So first of all, I think we don't want to do too much. We don't want to overwhelm the book, but I think this is just enough. Let's count and see how many pages there are. So I did cut these ahead of time, but as you can see, they'll all be a little bit different because, sometimes you just have different widths. You don't always have a giant piece of paper to start with to cut everything this particular size. I did find a piece big enough for the very front cover. The very front piece to be full sized. So I'm going to use that. And then for these, like the back of this is blank. We're going to, once we get it sewn together, we're going to treat it just like a journal, and we'll put some backgrounds and stuff in here as well. And then I thought this little envelope would be pretty in here. This is vintage. This is a vintage tablet that I found that I can pull pages out of. Found it, I think, at a yard sale. Same way here. This is pink ledger paper. And then this ledger paper. And then I have one little book page here. I thought that was beautiful. And I put that right in the middle so that when the journal naturally opens up to the middle, it's right here. Hi, Christy. And then, of course, it's the same, the back. This is the back side of everything this way. And then on the back, see, you've got your message on your card. And then on the front inside, the card already had this little image here. So I thought that was so cute. So I folded and creased everything like this. Okay. And then, so what you want to do, as soon as you're happy with this, now, like I said, you can do all kinds of different things. Oh, here, I want to show you this. Then on this envelope here, I thought, here, let me lay this aside. I thought this was so pretty. It tore just a little bit here. So I glued this part down and cut this part open just about like we did the cover just now. And once we sew it in, that's going to be a little pocket for tags. So we might need to glue this little piece right here a little better. Here we go. But isn't that cute? So there's going to be 2 little pockets there. And then you've got plenty of journaling space and whatnot to go with it. So it'll go in there just like this. Okay. So let's see. I think that the only tricky part to this is just to make sure that everything you have stays lined up the way you want it. So some of these, if you want to center these, I like the different size pages, but if you want them centered, you go ahead and do that right at this point because they are going to get sewn in there and stay just like they are. Or if you wanted this to be all the way down and you like that better, just fix it the way that you like it. Because this part is all personal preference. And then we can decorate it a little bit. It's going to be so cute. You guys are going to love this. Look, Christy, do you like the design? Look at this little cat. This is what we picked. Isn't that cute? Hi, Susie. Welcome in. So cute, right? And just to catch you up, Christy, we glued this all together. And so the cover and the back cover are going to be pockets once they get sewed in. Isn't that cute? Okay. So now we're going to put some clips on here because once you get it just right, like you like it, of course, then you're going to want to put your little clips on here. Now, if anybody here is curious and you haven't really made journals, because I haven't made very many, they have really nice little kits like on Amazon. And look, mine came in a little box this size and it had everything you need. Like it has an awl in there. I already have one over here. But it has these little clips. Like, see, I can take these clips out and use these. It has a few of these. It has this wax thread that you can use, although you don't have to. You can use embroidery floss for this or whatever you have laying around, really. But if you don't have any of it, it's really nice. There's some nice big size needles, because sometimes this one can use a regular needle tonight because it's a thin little journal, but sometimes it's more heavy duty work that you need. There's a thimble and some bone folders, the whole 9 yards. Chris, do you have that? Okay, good. Yeah. So it's really all you need, especially to start out with, to make several journals, like a bunch. Okay. So there's that. So now we're going to clip what we've got here. So if all these pages came out this way, we would clip them this way, but they don't. So we're going to clip them this way because you just want them to be still and hold still, while you're sewing them. So we'll just put a couple here and there. How's that? And see, you can just use, here, hang on, I'll show you. You don't have to have anything fancy. Look, these regular paper clips like this work just fine. All you're doing is just keeping it still, right? So that would be just fine. Here, maybe I'm too close. Hang on just a second. We'll get back a little bit. Okay. All right. So now then, we're just going to do the holes, right? So we're going to go right in the middle. I do have something underneath here that it won't hurt to put holes in. So, and this is not a fancy process, does not require measuring. You can totally eyeball this and nobody's ever going to know the difference. It's totally fine. So let's just make sure that this goes all the way through, and it did. If I didn't have this cardstock and this book page in here, if I just had the paper, I could probably punch these holes with the needles themselves. But anyway, this is easier. So if you don't have an awl, you really need one, and because as a craft tool, it's just very valuable. Okay, let me feel. Okay, so there's that hole, and then we're going to put one down here. Okay, there's that one. Whoops. Did I go through all the way? Yes. Okay. So now you can see, turned like this, you can see they're not perfect. They don't have to be. It's totally fine. It's going to be real good. Karen's working on a journal while she watches. That's awesome. That's awesome. I hope that you guys will put pictures of any journals that you've made or that you will make. I would love to see you make one just like this with a greeting card, but if you want to, in the community tab, just put the pictures of other journals that you've made so everybody can see and share and get inspired by that. Okay, so there we go. Oops, let's put him here so he won't roll away. I've got my needle out here. Like I said, I'm going to use this that came in my kit just because I have it. But if you have embroidery floss, it's totally fine. Oh, Diane says an ice pick works too, so don't forget about that. Okay, true. All right. So I think the rule of thumb, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, because you guys are all pros out there pretty much. I appreciate you being here with me though. Okay, so it's about, you need about 3 times the length because you can always cut it off. So there's 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be plenty. Plenty, plenty. I don't know why I have my gigantic scissors out here. I need to get my smaller ones out. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Here we go. You all say a prayer for me to get this. Oh, Christy, thank you so much. Christy has linked linked the bookbinding kit from Amazon for you guys in case you are interested in getting one. All right. So this might be the hardest part of the whole project is to thread the needle, but look, I got it. All right. We got it. So it's nothing fancy. It's just going to be the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'm sure you guys have probably heard people refer to it. If you've never actually done it, you won't believe how easy it is to actually do. So you're going to start in the middle and you're going to go through the middle. Okay. Like this. And then the real key is you want to make sure and leave a long enough tail. Okay. So we're going to leave a long enough piece here and just take a little piece here. Take a little piece of washi tape because this comes right back off. Christy, is it really only $8? That's cheap. If you guys don't have one of these, you need to jump right out there and buy one. Okay. I don't have an affiliate link either. So if you want to get it, you get it wherever you want to get it from, but that's pretty cheap. $8. Okay. So now we're back to the outside here. Okay. And then we're going to go up through the top. So see what I'm pulling it through and see, here we go. It's going to pull it a little taut right here. And then I'm about to lose my place, right? Then I think you go all the way down. Yeah. You're going to go all the way down this way. Oh, hi, Ruthie. I'm so glad you're watching. Yeah, I think this one goes all the way down in the middle. And then, so now you're in the back again. And you're going to come right back up through the middle here. Just making sure that you don't go through this center string because it just doesn't pull right if you go through that string. Okay. And some people do this a couple of different times, right? So yeah, I'm assuming if you left enough thread, you could go through and do that again. But for this little journal, that's going to be fine. Once you tie that off, it should be just fine. So that's all there is to it, folks. This is a super simple little journal to make. I could have left quite a bit more tail here. I almost didn't do myself right here. Okay, so then you just tie it off. Just make sure it's pulled as well. Here, hang on. Just make sure it's pulled tight enough. Okay, there we go. Not too tight. I mean, because if you try to pull it too tight, it might rip on you a little bit. Okay. So there's one, and then we'll do it again. Make sure your knot is good and tight. Okay. Now at this point, if you wanted to, you could, I'm going to do it one more time. You could add like a little tassel or a little charm to the bottom that's hanging out from your journal. I'm not going to do that part tonight, but you could certainly do that. I'm going to make a little charm for the front when we get done. But if you wanted to, this would be a good time, a good spot to, yeah, you could like put a little tassel on the end or something like that, and then it would hang out like this if you wanted it to, right? Um, I don't know. What do y'all think? I could just leave it in case I wanted to do that. That's all right. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. Okay. So let's cut it. That third time I tied it made it a little bit bumpy, but that's okay. And you know, if this bothers you, you can do washi tape right down the middle to cover that up, but it usually doesn't bother most people. Also, you could just put little beads on the outside of here. That would be super cute if you wanted to do that. Okay, but that is it. So we can take the clips off. And now you've got this adorable little journal. Isn't that sweet? See, it's held right together. It's all good. And then you've got a pocket in the front for like, here, let's see what do I have sitting here. I don't have any tags sitting here, but hang on just a second. There we go. But yeah, so if you wanted a you know, if you want to put little notes in here, extra little goodies, this would be, see, y'all saw how fast that went together. This would be a cute way to send little swap goodies in the mail, right? And then also, you've also got this for a pocket on both sides. So you've got 4 pockets. This is cute with him peeking out. 4 little pockets that you can use. And then all this little space to make your lists or write your notes or write little love notes, whatever you want to do. Here's the pocket in the back. Oh, thanks, Diane. Here's the pocket. Oh, whoops. Where did he go? There he is. Here's the little pocket in the back. Isn't that cute? What's he's must be hitting. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so there he is peeking out the back. I think it turned out really cute. And then so let's decorate a few of the pages, right? So so that we kind of have a finished project, and then we'll do a little charm for the front as well. So okay, this is just parchment paper that I've got to keep my glue from sticking to everything. So let me move this. And then I picked out a few things. You guys, look at this. This here is a piece of gorgeous of vintage wrapping paper that a namer Amy gave me. Isn't that lovely? So I think that would be like pretty either on this front page or the back one, right? It looks really cute with that. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and put the glue down. This one. I know Amy and Jason had a sale tonight. They're probably getting close to being done. So hopefully you're hopping back and forth to that and giving them love and their sale. Let's see here. I don't mind the tear. We're gonna glue anyway, so let's see. It's not really directional, is it? I think the bouquets are not all that directional. Oh, I'm just gonna do it to the side. Let's do it to the side. And that way the little torn part will get cut off. All right, so let's put that right here. I know, I love this vintage wrapping paper. You guys already know I'm trying to get Mary Beth to teach me how to scan and do digitals so that I can do that over on Patreon with all this cute vintage stuff. You guys, I've been getting some really cute stuff here the last few days. I just did an auction pickup and also went to an in-person auction a few days ago. And so we're going to have goodies coming up to show you guys. Let's see here. Let's see. This one's going to be cute. All this is optional though. If you want to just put in, all you have to do to make the journal is put in the little pages. Then you can like gift it to someone and they can do all this part if they want to. So don't think that you have to do all these little extra steps. I just thought it'd be fun to decorate a couple of pages together a little bit, at least the white pages. So look at this. Ah, isn't that sweet? I love the way that looks. Oh my gosh. Let's see, what did Debbie say? There are 3 of us going on vacation this summer to a spiritual town. We all journal for the week. I'm going to attempt to make each these for our trip. Love this idea. Oh, good, Debbie K. Hey, look, you're seeing how easy this is? It's so easy and quick, right? It's so cute. Okay, and I have this little tissue paper that I stashed that someone sent me in a package. Like when I bought something, I've bought a few really cute things on Vamp lately. I need to do a video and show you guys that. Maybe I'll do that. And so let's do this on the back page. Back here. You think that'll be cute with this? I think it will be. Okay, so let's do that. Debbie, that's going to be so much fun. I still think, I know I keep saying it, but now that we like to journal and stuff like that, we really do need to do our retreat. Y'all stay tuned because I'm about to get inspired enough to plan it. Because we've got the perfect area around here. Okay. But yeah, I know we're spread far and wide, so it's not probably going to be possible to get everybody together, unfortunately, right? Okay. So let me see what we need here. I just need enough. Let me tear a big enough piece off here. Okay. Got my glue down. Here's my tissue. The tissues, if you guys haven't done this with tissue paper, it's more forgiving than you might think. It'll let you kind of move it around for a minute before you're committed. And the wrinkles come out pretty easily too. But beware, it is see-through, so it does better on a solid, if you're gluing it to a solid background, especially when the background of the tissue is white. Um, any kind of pattern or anything would show through, so it's much better, much better suited for the white. Okay, so let's trim this one up. Love it. You could round the corners of the pages if you wanted to. I kind of like them straight for me, but if you like that, you could do that. Kind of like they look in a composition book. All right. I think I needed a little bit more towards the corner, a little bit more glue towards the corners here. Okay. Let me do that real quick. Oh, thanks, Christy. Hi, Airtime Axolotl. I hope you do make one of these. I didn't even realize until I started it how easy it actually is. It's very, very simple. It's a perfect beginner craft. It really is, because you really feel like you've done something when you make like a journal. It just feels good to say that you've made a whole journal, and it's really easy. Okay, so look at that. That little page is cute. And then I guess we really kind of need one here on the back of this ledger paper. We need a little something here. I guess I could use the rest of this and just kind of do this and then some, maybe this with a little strip of something else. Let's do that because we don't want to waste any of this. Yeah, this is super easy. Okay. So again, here, this time I'll put the glue on the paper. And this needs a big, pretty tag. You know what? I'm going to find this tag that Helen sent me to put in the cover. Helen, I've been using stuff left, right, and sideways out of my package that you sent me. I love it. When we get off of here tonight, or actually, I've got you guys, that just reminds me, well, I'll tell you in a little bit what my plans are. But anyway, I'm going to post some of the things I've been working on in my journal in the next few days. Oh, wait, this way. Right? It doesn't matter. If I can't tell, I don't guess it matters. Okay. Hang on. All right. Let's put it right here. Uh-oh. I went too far down. Dang it. Okay. Hang on, y'all. I about messed that up. I'm going to put some more glue down. Hold up. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Katie. Hi, Katie. You've had a long day and you're still up. I was just getting ready to tell everybody that I'm coming to do some babysitting for Max. So I can't wait. It's kind of a last minute thing, but I'm so excited about it. Okay. Katie, now that you're here, look at my look, you want to see my whole project? Since you just popped in, look. We made a journal from a greeting card. So we add some pockets. Okay. All right. We'll add some pockets. Corner pockets would be cute. Okay. Yeah, this is my Katie. Uh-huh. So there's pockets in the front, Katie. The front and back like this. And then when you open it up, you open it here, and there's a little pocket here. Here, I'll show you. Like you could put a little gift card or something like that in there, or just a little keepsake of some sort. So there's that pocket. And then here's the pages, and we're just decorating some of the pages that were just white. Now I've got to put something else here. But this is vintage wrapping paper. Isn't that cute? And this is tissue paper, and here's another little pocket. So I think it turned out really cute, or it's turning out cute. Yeah, I see that I made this crooked, y'all. So now then I've got to straighten that up. Do you think I should, maybe I should just make a whole little pocket down the side. Is that what I should do? You guys that were yelling about, telling me to do pockets, would that be good? I've got some more pretty floral paper to make the pockets out of. Yeah, hi Mom. Look, what about this? Would that be pretty with it? Make a little pocket. Yes. Okay, yes. Do a tuck. Yes. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that. So we'll see. I need to mark it. I'll just mark it right here. It needs to cover up my crooked line, right? So probably this much. Okay, I'm gonna cut it on the cutter though. So it'll be straight. Okay, you guys. Keep chatting. Don't worry, I'm just making a cut here. I have discovered that I cannot cut a straight line with scissors. Like if I'm guessing at it, I can't do it right. It does not come out well. Okay. Okay. So like this? Yes. Oh. Yeah, I can. Okay. Use the ruler? True. I mean, sometimes even the ruler gets crooked. There's my ruler. I found it. Let's see. Where am I at? Okay. So like right here, I like the way some people tear. I've started trying to do that. They tear with their ruler. But see, I think it's crooked still. I love when people do this and it works. Ah, that is very satisfying. Laura, I just won the cutest Cupid place cards from Amy. I can't wait to show you. Oh, good. Christy, that's so good. I can't wait to see them. Send me a picture. Okay. So now we're going to glue this, and it's going to be like a little tuck pocket right there, right? Cute. You guys have great ideas. Great ideas. Okay, so I'm going to do it with this glue. When it's a pocket, you can't, the glue stick won't really work. So I'm going to use this glue. Okay, there we go. And we stick my parchment paper under here so I don't glue this to another page. Okay. And put it in here like this. Yes. Yes, chef. I love it. What do you think, Mom? Mom, you want to make a journal out of a greeting card? I can show you how. Okay, how about that, you guys? Dawn, do you have a circle punch? You can put a thumb hole. Oh, yes, I do. Hey, I do have one. Right here. But I don't, now that I've glued it down, I can't do it. Can I? Oh, yeah, I can, can't I? Mom's like, I'll just have that one. Hmm. Oh, if I mess this up, Dawn, am I going to mess this up? Hey, wait, it didn't do it. What's happening? Hmm. Why did that not work for me, Dawn? Let's see here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm not pushing hard enough. Okay. Okay. Oh, next time. Yeah. Let's just see. Maybe I can still do it. Okay. Maybe a little deep, but that's okay. It's not perfect, but that's all right. Right? Because I like the little thumb hole. I'm lucky that I didn't go below the paper, though. Right? So, anyway, it's cute. Yeah. No mistakes in art, just adjusting. True that. True that. So, yes, please. I think this is really cute. So here, my old standby. This is gonna have teddy bears all throughout it, but just to show you that it's a little tuck spot there, I'll put them in there. Isn't that cute? And then what? Oh yeah, this one right here probably needs. Let's put a little piece of paper on that one. So let's put another, we'll put the rest of this. Yes, it makes it easier to get the tags in and out. It does, Dawn. Okay, so this will show this way, and so this one will match right here. So let's do that. And I think then we'll be good. Maybe since this is cardstock, I'll use the glue again. Thanks, Christy. You're such a good cheerleader. All of you guys are. Okay, now let's just put the glue on here real quick. Yeah, I should probably glue this down. Okay. All right, so we got that. And then we're gonna put this little piece. These are all scraps from my junk journal that I'm using right now, my spring one or my first quarter one, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Oh, let me count them. I'll count them. I'll count the pages. Okay. Let me trim this and then we'll count and see what we got. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. Let's see. Very cute, right? I love how this piece shows over here and then this one shows over here. Yep. Just if you guys want to scoot over and hit the thumbs up real quick before you forget, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. So much. Okay, so here we go. We put this piece in. So this is one piece of paper, two, that's an envelope, three, four, five, and six. So just 6 pieces. But I think that makes a really cute size, really manageable and really doable, right? I mean, we did this well in an hour. It's only 9:28 and we even decorated a little bit, right? And then we've got time to do our little charm. I'm going to do a little poker chip charm like we did the other night. And to finish it off, I found this one, this little puppy dog. So it can have a kitty cat and a puppy dog. But I think it has the same feel as the card. So yes, I'm going to do that. Susie says that's 24 sides, so that's plenty, right? I mean, you can do a little less if that's too many for you. I think it's just right. I love it. Helen says, now I want to know what Miss Joy is going to put in this journal. You guys know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try to do for the craft fair. I'm going to try to make a journal that has collections as the theme. And you know how Country Living magazine and a lot of magazines have pictures of different collections? I'm going to decorate it with different collections, like, vintage buttons or ice cream containers. I'm trying to think of some that I've seen, spoons, whatever it is. And then in the blank pages, you can use that to like keep track of your own personal collections and your nice things that you have at home, like how much they're worth or who they came from or the history of the piece, where you got them, and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited about that because I think that's a good idea. That's what mom needs. She needs one for her collections. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So look, we're gonna do this little charm like we did before. We've got the little poker chips. Lots of fussy cutting for the collections. Well, no, I'm gonna find pictures of collections already done, Helen. You know what I mean? Like magazine articles where people have shared their collections. So it won't be too overwhelming, you know? Okay. Yeah. I know people go through and tape notes. I'm not gonna center this. I'm gonna put this down a little bit because I'm gonna put our little pink bow at the top of this. Okay, so yeah, I know this is not in the center, but I learned from the other ones that I didn't leave quite enough room for those pink bows. And then it needs its little hole right here. There we go. And let's see, we're gonna do a pink bow because the little card cover is very girly and she has a little pink bow. So he's gonna have a little pink bow too. Let's put just a little dot of glue to make that extra secure. I've sold several of my charms, so that's exciting. Thank you guys for that. I've sold some through Vamp and some just through email. And so I'm going to do some more for the craft uh, sale coming up. All right, so there's these little bow. And I'm just going to do, I laid the little clip out somewhere. Hang on. Where did it go? Y'all, I'm messy. Okay. So on the front, you can either, we're going to use a bulb pin like we did before. You can pin it right through the cover, actually. But I happen to have one of these little clips. And so I think the clip would be cute. But we do want to use this as a pocket. Anyway, if we use the clip, then you can keep the pocket shut if you're like putting a little secret something in the pocket. And then we'll put it on there like that. Here's the charm. And it's just going to go right here. On this little clip. And then you can take it off if you want to. But it'd be cute to give it as a gift like this with the little charm on it. So there it is with the clip. And then if you don't like that, here, let's take it off and try putting it through without the clip. Maybe that clip stands up a little bit too far for you. So let's just try it. We'll just try it like this. Oh yeah, it just goes right through there. Hang on, there we go. I think it turns out really cute. Oh, did mom claim this? Christy? Yeah, she heard me ask her if she was going to make one. And she's like, mm-mm. She's not a maker. She just wants me to make her one. So I hope you guys like this. I think it turned out pretty cute, right? Pretty cute. Yeah, mom, tell them what you're gonna put in here. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna paste pictures in here? Are you gonna write notes? Do your grocery list? Do your to-do list? What are you gonna do in there? Thanks, Susie. Oh, I was gonna find this. Hang on. One last final touch here. I was gonna find these tags that Helen sent me. Let me see if they're right next to my desk. And Dawn Stewarwald. I'm gonna make a few more because um I forgot. I was gonna put in some of your painty papers that you sent me. And I think one of these card journals would be so cute, really, with all painty papers. Right? I think that would be so cute. And then look, oh wait, oh here's this adorable ribbon that Helen gave me. I've got to put that on one page. Maybe I'll put it down the back where it will peek out. Look. Things to do, yes. Okay. What do you think about that? You guys? Oh, but it's a little scallop already on the back. I guess I should put this on a different page. Let's see. Hmm. Maybe on this one? Whoop! There it went. Okay, I'm gonna put it on that one. I just keep adding to it, you guys, because it's just too much fun. Let's do this really quick. It just keeps getting cuter. And then I'm gonna get my tag. Oh, scoot it over, Laura. There we go. Yes, I love that. Okay. Okay. Where's my tag? Come out, wherever you were. It's coming, you guys. Oh, I love this. I love this one. Look, Helen sent me this. Isn't this cute? See, that gives you the idea. You can put a great big tag with some little yarn pieces sticking out of the top. And it's just adorable. And so on and so on. You can just keep going and going and going. Karen Williams says, that's how I do my journals. No theme, just whatever moves me. Yeah. And Dawn says, I try to put some painting papers in all my journals. I know, right? They're so good. Oh, look at this. Like this, Helen sends the best stuff. Look at this. Oh my God, that's so cute. Look at this one. This one's got the blues in it. Maybe this one would look better than the reds. I love it. See, and also this little charm could have gone on the tag too, right? Put it right here. Neither would be a bird. I know, right? The bird's cute too, though. But we can change our minds. That's the nice thing about it being a pocket. There's nothing permanent there. We can change the tags out if we want to. And then what else? Oh, I saw something else. Hang on. Look at this. Isn't that cute? Do we need something else in here anywhere? Let's see. We got almost everything covered though. The back of this, maybe? Oh, but that's okay. This would be almost a cute, like, I'm gonna save that for the next one and do like the whole like back or whatever with this. That's super cute. I love that. Okay. I think that does it, you guys. I could sit here and keep going on and on and on though. I'm sitting here looking at all this cute stuff that Helen sent me. You know, you could put a doily in there. That would be cute too. All kinds of goodies. And then also, if you remember when we glued this, I missed a good opportunity. Remember when we cut that apart and glued around the edges? We could have glued a little piece of seam binding in each side, and then we would have a closure for it. Right? But let's see. Since we didn't do that, we can just tie it. Oh, I think I've got a knot in my string here. We can just tie it up though, or put a little clip on it. You guys, in my video, don't forget to go watch the estate sale video. In my video, I have little clips. I'm grabbing one for you guys to see. Um, yeah, so in my video, I've got these, I found these cute little, they call them scarf clips. And, but look how cute these are. You can just clip the whole journal together with this sweet little clip. Isn't that cute? And they can go up at the top of the journal instead of this little charm. You could put this at the top. But I think for this size journal, it would be cute to just clip the whole journal together. And then that's another little gift itself. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, let me, I'm going to turn this camera around one more time so that I can say bye to everybody. Okay, there we are. Oh, thanks, guys. I know they're so cute. They're so cute. So if you're interested, fatbirdfinds@gmail.com, best way to buy something. I also probably list them on Vamp. But just let me know. Okay, so happy you joined me. I think this turned out super cute. I'm gonna take this off before I throw it away. This was definitely, oh, look at I love the ribbon. Definitely a joint effort. You can just go on and on decorating. That's the fun of it. But I think it's really cute, just like it is by itself, to give someone and let them use it to do their own journaling with the little pockets. And you guys had me fix the little tuck. Where is it? There it is. The vintage wrapping paper. I love it. Okay, thanks you guys all for joining me, and go watch the video on Fatbird Finds. Oh, before you go, we're not going to do the regular flipping and sipping tomorrow night. I have emergency babysitting duty, and Mary Beth might try to hop on and play a game and stuff like that, but we're not going to do the as is regular flipping and sipping. I hate it because we missed last week, but we will make it up to you. I promise. I promise we will. And watch out for Mary Beth to pop on maybe for a few minutes if she can do that. All right. Good night, everybody. Stay tuned to see what Fatbird finds next, and we'll definitely see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.